Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of the Scrap and Crafty Gardener. Today is going to be a lot simpler project than yesterday, where I threw a little bit of everything at one card. Today I'm going to be making a Father's Day card, my usual 5x7. And so the paper I'm using, this is a 10-inch by 7-inch piece of cardstock that I scored at 5 inches, folded it over, and creased it with my bone folder. And then I've picked out a couple of pattern papers. Now, this is just a sample of white to get my sizing. I've picked this dark green plaid. You really won't see the plaid, but I just love the shade of the green for behind this tree pattern that I picked. This green piece measures 4.5 by 6.5. And that's just going to go right down to the front of the card. And this is just paper. So I'm going to glue this straight to my card. And then I have this piece of patterned tree paper, which I thought would be nice for a man. This measures, the green measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. This measures 4.5 by 6.5. And I can start just by gluing these two pieces together right now so that they can dry while I'm doing all of the others. This is going to go right down to the front of the card. If I glue will come out. Come on, glue. Hello. It just worked a second ago. Hold on, I'll put that bottle was empty, which is why it wouldn't work. So we have a brand new bottle. That one lasted me a little over a month. I buy this glue on Amazon because I can get it, I think it comes 10 or 12 packs to a little case. And that goes down, and then we're going to glue this right on top. Make sure my folds go in the right direction so my trees will be facing upright. Okay, now I'm just going to sit this off to the side with my acrylic stamping block on it to hold it down. Now I have a piece of white. This measures 4.5 by 6.5, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut an oval out of it. And I'm using the oval stitch dies from Want to Scrap Company. Now I'll get my Anna Griffin mat here. And I'm going to put this in the center. It doesn't have to be. You can just use this as a scrap. But I thought, well, if I kind of get it centered, then I can use this piece of paper for a project later on. And I'll just run that through my machine right now. I love this machine. It cuts beautifully. And my joints no longer mind cutting because I don't have the cranking. See, and that has a beautiful, got a little glitter all over it. It has a beautiful stitched edge to that. And that's all I'm using that for. So we can set that aside. Now, I'm going to be using 2 rubber stamps today. I have this fish that looks like this. This I got, and it's got that real old black sticky stuff on it. This is from Gray Wolf Graphics. I can't find him online as a store. I see he's a designer, but he was set up one year at a craft show I was at and had all of these stamps. And I'm just going to put this in the middle. But I'm also going to be using, and I just buried them, these honeybee stamps that I got the other day called Hooked on You. And there's a Happy Father's Day and Relax and Enjoy Your Day. So I thought I'd kind of put those at the bottom of this oval. And then the fish up above. But I want to get these on first. And I want to make sure they're straight. So I'm just going to take a piece of acetate and put over here and stamp it. And I'm just using the VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink. And let's see if these are straight on my oval. Let's see. Oh, I have 2 pieces of acetate. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad, actually. We'll go with that. So I'll remove the acetate after I clean off the ink here, so I can use that again. I just saved the packaging that comes with the stamps. And any plastic packaging I get in the mail, I just save that for using for this purpose. And even with the fish sticking in the side of the Misty, it still worked perfectly. I'm just going to clean this off with a little bit of water and an old washcloth. And then I just washed these out in the basement sink down here. Now I want to get this fish stamp. He's a sticky little thing. Looks like there's something stuck on him. I have used this multiple times. Let's see. I'm going to put some more acetate down because I want to get him up and not as much over the words as I can, but we'll see what happens here. And he's really going to stick to this platform. So let's put that acetate back down. Another piece, because that just went into my ink pad. That should do it. So let's see what this looks like. Well, look at there. Acetate's not going well for me today. Good thing I have plenty. There's one down there already, but I'm going to use this piece that will cover the whole thing. Let's see if I got my fish. Yes, just a little bit comes down on the fathers. So what I'm going to do is take an extra piece of acetate and just cover up. I'm going to spray a little water on here. The words Happy Father's Day. In fact, I'll just use this, but I'll stick it outside. I don't want it to be on the father. So let's get this going. And it's just the water bubbles that are underneath there. Oh, that looks good. I'll peel that off, and we don't have any on the Father's Day. So I'll put the lid back on my stamp pad. Put the glue cap back on my bottle. I am a messy crafter, though at the end of the day, and I've managed to do it all year now, to have my desk cleaned off and straightened up before I'm done. I'm going to leave that on there because he's stuck pretty good. All right. Now we get to color. And I see there's a little bit of ink that's smudged right here. So I'm going to use my Tombow sand eraser. And that comes off beautifully. Okay, now I have picked 3 colors. Well, no, where's my pink one? Oh, I should have a pink in here. Let's see, I'll just use this. That's green, green, and blue. I need a pale pink. Ah, it's over here on this side. There we go. Sounds kind of weird, but I'm going to put a little bit of pink in my fish. I'm going to put a little bit in his mouth. And just kind of hit or miss. I don't think this, honestly, I have no idea what kind of fish this is. Could be a bass. I don't know one fish from another. Which is why I don't fish, because I could get in trouble with the Game Commission. When you're not allowed to get certain fish. That's more of a pale green. Let's see. That's the dark green. All right, now this. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of blue in here. But then when I go back over, I am going to cover up with the green. Now I'm going to go with the pale green. And go over the blue. Kind of gives it like a blue-green. And then I'm going to go over the pink a little bit to tone it down. This is just a fish out of my mind. Now I have the little bit of the darker, and I'm going to do the highlights of the scales. And kind of outline of the mouth and the gills. Fins. Definitely not a fish that I would see when I'm out fishing, which has been, let's see, I want to guess 30 some years ago. Now I'm also going to take the wide end of this and just get a little bit of extra color in here. Just to change them up. This is probably going to look like one really weird fish, but that's okay. And then I'm going to go back with the pink. Now I'm just going to make them dark, and I'm going to go back and do the pink again on top of this. Yeah, we're just going to go back and do the colors on top of this because it wasn't looking like I was wanting it in my mind. Just some highlights of pink. Because a lighter color kind of shades down the darker color with because it has more alcohol in it than the other colors, the darker colors do. A little bit lighter here. And because I have these fish eyes, I want to put a fish eye on it. I think that darker color goes with the fish eye. Now for the blue, I'm going to do these water droplets. So I'll kind of go silent here while I do these so I don't go outside the lines. And I definitely went outside the line with the green there. see if I can color that blue and make it look a little bit better there. Otherwise, I'll just add some sort of accent to cover that up. All right, now I want to, let me see, let me get my Tim Holtz colors here. I don't know if I have a green. Sorry for stepping away. I was thinking I want to do the edges, and I don't know if I have a color that's going to be, that's a little too bright. Let's see the color of my card. Yeah, that's a little too bright of a yellowy green. This one's probably going to be almost the same. Yeah. So, all right, let me grab another color here. All right, then I've got two other choices. GinaK's Light Spruce. No. How about this Fresh Asparagus? Let's see, I need another piece of white. This will work. That might work a little bit better. I just want to put it on the edges. So let me just get... Just want to do the edge. Yeah, I think that'll work nicely. Yeah, that'll go nicely with the card. Okay. So that was the GinaK Fresh Asparagus. And then this is just one of the Tim Holtz blending brushes. Now, I have this other little piece of green. Is that what I just colored on? That's what I just colored on. All right, let me grab another piece of that green. Okay, I wonder what that was doing there. So for another piece of green, this is how the paper looked. I just need the 1 inch wide. Let's see, this is kind of rough along the edge. Yeah, this edge looks good. A 1 inch wide strip that is 4.5 inches long. Someone suggested on one of my videos that I get the titanium blades for my Fiskars trimmer, and I did. And oh my gosh, they make such a big difference. No more frayed edges. I want to put this down a little bit. So I'm going to glue this down. I wondered what that scrap was that I was coloring on. Come on, you're the brand new bottle. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get my pen. A common problem with me, I forget to put my caps back on. I want to put that just kind of like across there. Now put my cap on. Now this I am going to raise up with some foam tape. And this is just 1/2 inch, and it's a low loft tape. It's not very high. So if you wanted it higher and you had this particular tape, I think it's only about 1/8 of an inch thick, then you could just lay 2 layers of this down. do want a piece on the side here. And just a little, in fact, I'm going to cut this one in half over here. There we go. Just put that back on the roll. And I have a hankering to try, I've got glossy accents. And I haven't played with them in a while. And I don't know if coloring on the water or even a little bit of the fish to make it look shiny. And this I kind of want to go here. Now I have the fish eye, and I'm just going to place it just to see. Oh yeah, I like that. So I'm just going to put a little glue down just to make sure that it stays. I said I got these from Grey Wolf Graphics, but let's see if there's a name on the back. They're 3/16 molded eyes, and there's a barcode DLR3MEY197. I got these at a scrapbooking convention, so I don't know where I would get replacements, but I'll have to look those up. Now, let's see. Here's my glossy accents. Do I need a paintbrush for this? I'm going to put a little bit over here. If I just do a little bit on the water, maybe just put them down. I don't know how this, the alcohol inks react with them. I think it should be okay. Just going to make the water look sparkly. I don't want it elevated up like I would do for a pearl dot. Well, there's some I didn't even color, so we'll just leave those white. And that's what that looks like with glossy on the water. I think the fish needs a little. So let's see. Let's try on his fin. I don't know. I might be out of my total comfort zone here using these glossy accents, but I want to put a little on the fish. Maybe coming down off his back. Maybe in his mouth. Don't know if you can color with glossy. I mean, I'm obviously coloring with glossy accents, but I don't know how they're going to look when they dry. Just put some on his fins. And maybe his back fin here too. That probably is going to look really weird. Maybe a little bit around. I need a little bit more over here. And maybe go around his gill. Okay, everybody out there is probably going, no, don't do that. Well, that's what I have planned. I don't think I want to put any embellishments on it other than what's on the card already. But I'm kind of thinking maybe a couple of gold. Let's see if I have gold here beside me. Because I have those. Oh, I wonder how that green would be. And then I've got, those are pale gold perhaps. Or I have these. Let's see. Let's see. These are pretty, but I don't think for a masculine card. But let's look. I'm not going to glue anything down. I'm just going to put a couple here. I should clean up my glossy accents that are laying over here. Let's do that right now. And I think there was a little pad of glue right there. Yep. Okay. So that's what, no, I don't want those. How about the green or then that pale gold? These are beautiful though. No, the green is too light. Let's just move these off. And this might be too light too. I think I might have to go with the regular rhinestones here. These are even paler. Pretty, but I think too pale for this card. So I'm just gonna go some of these. How do you open them? Ah. These were a gift I got the other day. One here. And they're not sticky, so I'm just... Oh, they are sticky. Okay. Not very. One, two, three. Okay, we're doing three. So they're slightly sticky, but not very. So I want to put them down with glue. And this is the old bottle. I should have thrown it away, but I actually like to cut the bottle open. There's always a little bit of glue on the inside that doesn't come out. And I like to get every bit that I can. Oh, come on, you're the one that had the little stick. All right, that's my card for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm really not sure about the glossy accents, but I think once it dries, it's going to be pretty cool. I do like how they appear on the water. But thank you. Get your stuff out and play. And I would love to see what you do with your stuff. I watch a lot of other people's YouTube videos, and if I take their idea, I try to make it my own. This one was 100% my idea. And it's fun. I'm loving this. I don't do masculine cards very well, so I am trying to work on that along with my coloring skills, which still need a lot of work. But thank you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching my very messy creative process. My dad used to nickname me Grace, because if there was anything broken, spilled, and made a mess of, that was my fault. I lacked grace. Good day.